We're here on the Tower Shot Short Game area here at Woburn, and we're going to talk about how to play sort of different shots and get into the mental side a bit. But it's strange being back here, isn't it?
It's so good to be back.
Yeah.
I mean, this was my home for a little bit. I used to just stay in the hotel for a couple of nights.
Yeah.
And I almost made it like a bit of a summer camp every week. So.
Yeah, that was it. For those that don't know, we worked together for, what, 8, 9, 10 years ago?
Yeah, a decade, I can officially use that word.
Incredible, I can't believe how quickly it's gone. And we had some good days. We were sort of an England international, got you onto the Ladies European Tour, had some good finishes there.
Called you, crying, I've got onto tour. It
was great, that was a great phone call
Dad.
to get, I've got to say, that was lovely, and you got your card. And we spent a lot of time working on the short game, and we got it to a good level. And we just had a look, and we've got the video on Inci's channel about the lesson we've just had, so that'll be, definitely check that out. We've improved things. Now we're going to test it, and we're going to go through some different shots, trying to work on a bit of technique, but really a bit on the mental side, which I think is key in golf as well. I always talk about short game, really, it's 50% IQ, golfing IQ, reading a lie, picking the right shot with the right club at the right time, and then also really the technique, and you've got to blend the two. So we're going to talk through some different situations. So we'll start with a fairway lie here to the pin on the right. Now, what are you seeing here?
A big slope.
Yeah, okay. So it's uphill.
That's in my way.
Yeah, it's uphill, and then it goes downhill off the right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So where I start in a situation like this, so it's not negative, but I'll often think in my mind about what am I worried about happening. And I'd be worried about the ball sticking in that slope, right? So using too much loft and it kind of grabbing and then coming down low. And I think if we got 100 golfers to play this shot, I think we see at least 75 balls been sort of 20 feet short and left here if they all had to go, because they'd use too much loft. And I think the ability to predict what the ball will do before it actually happens is like a really key skill in golf. So with that in mind, how are you going to play this shot? And we'll both play it and we'll see kind of what works out best.
I think straight away, I mean, standing here, I almost envision like how I would throw it to get it close.
Yeah, okay, good.
And so for me, I look at my lie, it's perfect on a slight uphill slope, so it's going to add a little bit of loft when I set up over the ball. So maybe rather than a 54, I'd de-loft to a 50 instead, because I don't want it to stick on that slope that you talked about. And then I'm just trying to envision the trajectory with my 50 and kind of the trajectory I want it to kind of pitch on. So then I'm envisioning like how many bounces is it going to have before it trickles down, and then gravity.
So you're really visualising the shot. I think that's really key. And you know, you talk to tour pros all the time in your role on Sky TV, and they often talk about painting the picture and really trying to create a vivid picture of the shot.
Didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
That was his thing.
Yeah. Paint the picture. And that's what you were saying. You're thinking about where the first bounce is, where the second, how it's going to break, and how it's going to roll. So, you know, that's good. So you're going 50, are you?
I am.
Right,
what club would you hit this with?
Well, I would definitely consider a wedge or maybe a 52.
Okay.
But I might play it a little bit differently, just so we can show some different shots that are available
just so you can
here.
Show off.
But you're going to play the standard kind of one. You're going to land it almost in line with that tree.
Exactly. I can see like a dark strip on the green.
The flight is the key here, isn't it? You've got to hit that lower flight shot. Very good. So it's gone in low.
Oh, that dug his heels in,
checked a little bit, didn't it?
Too good, Dan.
Well, I thought you made a good contact there.
Yeah. Just
in
need a bit more
hindsight,
momentum.
maybe a little bit less loft, perhaps.
Maybe I should have gone for. Do you do like release 0.5 rather than release 1? Just needed a bit more lean.
You could have done, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to play this a little bit differently. I'm going to use a 56.
Okay.
But I'm going to play it low and I'm going to hook it a little bit,
you?
because that's going to scoot it forward, but give me a bit of check on the downslope.
I feel like this is the kind of shot that Seve would have.
The Seve would have played well, you know. I like to want a Seve, don't I? So here we go. So I'm going to play 56, slightly back in the stance, slightly in. I'm going to turn it over. I mean, it's not an easy shot, this, but let's see if we can just. The main thing is ball flight and just get the spin right.
Nice. Go on.
And then you get feeds down.
How good.
Get in. All right. But there's another option. So I think there we've got two options. We've got the straightforward one, which you played. You played it a bit too well. It kind of spin. And then you got that one, which came inside a little bit more. It's a release one, but it was a release one with a hook. And it's a good one to work up the slope when it comes back down the other side. So
you definitely see that on tour as well, where you don't want it to kind of dig its heels in on the uphill slope, but you need that release and ride. And
you see players using this on tour?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good.
I just can't do it.
Let's pick another shot. What would you use here then to this front pin?
To this front flag?
Yeah.
Caw.
From a downslope.
This is a really hard shot because I think cameras never emphasise the steepness of a slope, and this is, you know, quite significant. I've got a lot of weight on my front foot there, and obviously I don't have any green to work with. What?
Yeah.
I almost think you got to go full whack. I just feel as though if I was to try and get this bumping and running,
Yeah. So
I just think it's going to stop. I think you almost need like a 9/8 iron.
Yeah, I mean, we're on a downslope.
Yeah.
Right, that's the first thing. It goes down, back up, and then down. So this is like the ultimate position Z.
This
right?
is like, yeah.
So you're going to use...
I'd go 58.
50,
And also,
yeah.
interestingly, Dan, I don't know what your opinion on this is.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason why women can't be as good, if not better, than men in short game.
Yeah.
However, looking at stats and data, I absolutely think that the men are better because they've got that kind of wrist strength to go for that full shot.
Yeah.
Whereas the women, I think, would, this isn't a sexist comment, but I genuinely think they'd go slightly safer and maybe play the bump and run shot. Do you ever see a discrepancy between the way that men and women play shots?
Yeah, sure. But I do agree with your comment. There's no reason, male or female, they can't be the best in the short game playing role. But for certain shots, perhaps you're right there, that you might need a little bit more
Like the extra
speed or wrist there, yeah.
But I would like to go for the 58.
And sorry, where you land in the 58?
Like just... See, you've got about a yard on the fringe, and then if you land on the green, you're probably about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, are you going, are you going like low flight?
High.
You're going high?
I'm thinking open up and just go...
Yeah, well that's fine. So that, okay,
whack.
so you're going to do the advanced shot this time.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the basic one. So my concerns about you going high...
I'm very concerned choosing this shot, but it's the one that I'm choosing.
I like the bravery, right. Because you're on this downslope, obviously to hit a high shot, you really want the club to be releasing this way.
Yeah.
Because you're on a downslope, and if you try and release it, you're probably going to hit right back here. So you're going to have to play it like a high shot by holding the loft with a release one.
Yeah.
Hold the loft.
Now, Dan, I'm not saying this is the percentage shot. I'm just saying this is the shot I want to hit.
No, it's a shot, and that's what we're going. We're going through different options. Okay, so let's see it.
What are you going for before I hit mine? And also, you are one up.
Okay, right, okay.
Everything's got to be a competition.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... Would you let me putt that?
No!
I'm going to use a hybrid then. I'm going to show the viewers how you can use a hybrid, yeah. So you show me how to hit the higher one.
54. That's a 50. Third time it's a charm. There we go.
Right, I like the wide stance, that's good. That's getting you level with the slope, yeah.
I'm going to give myself a nice-ish lie. Is that semi-cheating?
No,
okay, so, yeah, wide stance, because it's going to be quite a full swing. You're going to have lots of weight.
You've really got to go down with the slope here.
Yeah.
And you've got to hold that loft on. You can't go releasing the club here.
And I can't fall backwards either.
Everything's got to go left. Shoulders level with the slope, weight forward.
I mean, it's not a shot I practice
No,
regularly.
but listen, you've got a talent to do this. Stay down the slope. That's it.
Just need to commit. Right. Okay, guys. If I can beat Daniel Grieve in a short game comp one day, that'll be great.
And you played a great shot. Get in.
No!
No, you overhit it a little bit. Do you know what? I like that. The fact you got that flight off it was really impressive.
Just got
So
to kind
skill-wise,
of
that was great, wasn't it? Right,
I almost felt like I had to play it like a bunker shot to guarantee a strike.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah.
I almost want another chance at it now. Do you reckon that he will beat me with a hybrid? Comment down below now, and you can't cheat.
Now this is a percentage play using a hybrid or other options for me. I mean, a putter would be a serious option. But I've got that big divot in the way now that you've left there. But a putter or a hybrid, just to get something advancing, because it's pretty pure here, the turf, so we know we're not going to get too many deflections with divots and things.
It's going to read it like a putt a little bit. You see it breaking left to right.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to die this at the top and let it fall down. There's a sprinkler head down there I'm slightly concerned about as well.
Yeah. I also do want to clarify, because this is a competition.
Yeah.
If you don't make it onto the green, does that mean I automatically win?
Okay, no, we'll play with those rules. That's fine. So I'm using a putting grip here.
Gripping right down.
I am concerned about that divot, but we'll see. Right, so yeah, right down. I'm actually onto the graphite here.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm just going to work a little putt action. Bump it there, and we're off the green.
Yes.
I'm going to do that again. I was trying to be too cute there.
You're trying to be perfect.
Doesn't need a lot more, and it's gone.
Can I try that?
Yeah, definitely. Would you ever do this sort of shot?
I think if I played a lot of golf, and absolutely, I would say between my choice and your choice, this is the shot.
Yeah.
This is definitely the percentage play. Way less can go wrong.
So just use your putting grip and just stroke it down the slope there, okay?
You gave that a little bit of beans, and obviously with this hybrid head, it comes out quite hot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Toe down a little bit, and then putting action. Just hit it. Yes.
Oh. An inch closer than mine, and again.
Nearly.
It's one of those, once you get your feeling on this, it's fantastic.
But if I hit 10 balls from here with this club and this shot,
I think this would win.
yes, 1,000,000%. Climb. There we go.
I mean, that's good. I mean, look.
That's
it's
the
about
one.
3 feet. So that is the shot.
I like that.
So you've got options there.
Yep.
You have got options. If you've got to go in the air, you can do it in the way. If you want to keep it low and just play a safe one, do it with the hybrid. Other options, I would have quite enjoyed using like a 7-iron, just land it down the bottom of the slope.
Absolutely.
Speed, take some.
If your life depended on it, and I mean, this is as hard as it gets, really.
Yeah.
Steep downhill slope, no green to work with. You know, a bit of a false front just shy of the green.
Yeah.
What is the percentage shot? You think it's this one, yeah?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I
definitely wouldn't be using the 58. That's for sure.
And with the average golfer in mind, definitely a hybrid.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's choose a different option. Right. And so let's go for this pin here now. Then, and again,
I like this one.
There's a lot going on here. It goes down, it goes up, and then it kicks off to the right. So again, there's options. You could carry it, you could land it into it, you could land it short of it.
Yeah.
But it's all about predicting what the ball's going to do and how it's going to react. So what are you thinking?
I am thinking that the percentage play, so for me, the first third of this shot is quite flat, and then the rest of it, the 2/3 of it, you've got that big slope left to right, which is potentially landing on an uphill slope, a side slope, or a slight down slope. So for me, straight away, I like to look at the flattest spot, which is actually...
It's going to give you the most reliable first bounce.
Exactly. So reliable first bounce, but then I know it needs a little bit of momentum to climb that slope, and then I start to read it like a part where I know it's going to break left to right. So immediately, a bit like the first shot that we had, I'm seeing it as a lower trajectory shot. Naturally, a 50 degree comes into mind. I mean, you could probably play that kind of releasey 56 degree.
The only thing with that, I think that upslope's a bit close to us this time.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I think we have to land it right into it, and I'm just not a huge fan of landing into slopes unless you really have to.
I mean, for me, you know, I want to keep it as simple as possible. I'd go quite like a stock 50 degree.
Okay.
With a bit of momentum.
I agree. That's good.
I would say.
Yep.
Final answer.
Let's see it executed.
Also, see how it's like a shiny light colour and then it's dark?
Really useful.
I feel as though I need to actually land this on the shiny stuff, because for the very first shot, it obviously stuck like glue. And if I pitch it on the dark patch, I think it's
and it's great visuals. If people, you can see that really obvious. Anywhere in that dark patch, you know it's going to be a slower first bounce.
For sure.
Yeah, so you can land it short and let it scoot up.
Release,
Play
puppy.
that quite well.
Puppy!
Yeah, 6-7 feet.
This is a new wedge, so it is spinning quite a lot actually.
All these excuses, love it. Right, now I've got a 52. I'm going to play it pretty much the same way because I think that's really the only shot here. You could use something like a 8 or 9 iron here, which would definitely get up the slope, but it would probably then run out too much. So I like a 50 here. The big thing here is getting the read right, isn't it? And how it's going to ride off this shoulder off the bunker. Okay, so it's a nice little straightforward chip and run, nudge inside yours.
Yes, that's me.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's me. No, that's me.
I think we have to have a second go to get the winner there.
No, I'm taking my first go. That's my point.
I think on the angle I've got you there.
Before you play the next one, do you ever play the toe down shot?
Yeah, we'll do that next. We'll find a toe down shot next. Yeah, toe down as in
like iffy lies when you're playing out a divot, and I used to love that.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll find an example. We'll call that a draw.
Hey, I guess no second chances. Yeah.
Definitely call it a draw. Right. Okay. Right, we're going to play off this mud.
Yep.
To the front pin, up slope and then down. Options here. There's options here again.
Yep.
There are kind of safe options, and one option would be to play it sort of back in a stance with a lofted club, and then do everything I tell you kind of not to do.
Yeah.
You know, and you're basically just trying to stun that leading edge in and play something like that, so you're nipping it.
That's an amazing shot, but I just think percentage play for that is so easy just to catch it fat, no?
Yeah, no, it is. You've got to be play with quite
That's
a brisk
because you're good. If I did that, it would just go here.
But that is an option. That is a serious option. But how would you play it? Let's say you've got to get it in the air a bit more.
Okay. Immediately, I would have a little bit less loft here because if I had a 58 in my hand, I just feel as though I need a fuller swing. Therefore, there's more likely that for me to kind of like drag it down into the ground and catch it a bit heavier. So for this shot, I would choose a 54. Yeah. I would say. How
are you managing the lie? Because that's the big thing. I mean, this is just compact mud.
It's toe down.
You're going toe down.
It's just trying to feel like you're striking it in that kind of third of the club, just maybe on the second groove. And I would just have quite high flat wrists and just feel like I'm rocking it a bit more. I mean, to be honest, I actually feel I could do this with a 50.
I almost would rather. So you're actually landing off the green?
Yeah, am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, of course. You can try and get as close as you can.
So I just stand slightly closer, taller to the ball with flatter wrists. Just feel like I'm rocking my shoulders a bit more and just try and really just clip it. I want to hear that sound. How nice is
that's stone.
I don't know if that's stone, you know. That's just...
No.
That's just
pure. I think this is though.
Oh, is that? Was that? I don't know. Anyway, I would just feel...
You definitely put the new wedge, don't you?
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it sounds pure and...
It sounds almost hollow under it, doesn't it?
Actually, that is definitely stone. Anyway, I would just try and put this toe down, just rock my shoulders back and through, a bit like a putting action. But I would almost not be scared to exaggerate this. Just go really tall. I'm playing for a bit of a bump and run, really. Here we go. Go.
That's a good shot. From that lie, you've hit that to what, 10 feet?
It's not as good as yours, but...
No, but it was a good shot.
Safety.
It was a good shot. Now, when you put the toe down, what you're actually doing there is you're kind of removing the bounce, right? So basically you can see... Let's get you away from these stones, right? So when the club sits in its normal lie angle, can you see that? Can you see how it sits proud?
Yeah.
But when I go like that, can you see how the toe sits nice and neat to the bottom? So that's basically why we're doing the toe down. So I've got a 60 here, which is a high toe 7-degree bounce. Wow. But in this part of the sole, it's like shaved off.
Right.
So this is a specialist shot, yeah. But we're going to go toe down, out and across, hit just behind it, and see if we can get some spin. So toe down.
Nice.
And it's just. So that's an option.
Yeah.
Looking at the options, I think I'd just play that one that I've played first and just
the leany one.
Drill that in there.
I want to try it quick.
Yeah, how we go with that?
So a little bit more further back in the stance, you'd say?
Yeah, that's it. Right outside the back foot, loads of hands forward, and I just want you to drill that leading edge and just go.
Doosh.
That's it.
Like that.
Good. There you go.
It's a bit hot,
Sometimes
but nice.
the simple ways are the best ways.
Nice, thank you.
Balls right. Okay, so that pin down there, then how you look? Like this.
Which one?
This one here.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, putt it.
So this is from the fringe. It's like super quick downhill, right?
I would just like, again, 50 seems to be my club. I would just kind of rock my shoulders back and through, feel like I'm putting it slightly toe down-ish. And just I see this pitching here. 1, 2, trickle.
Yeah, okay, good.
You?
Well, I might play it a little bit differently. I might do a little putt chip here.
Putt chip? What, a belly shot?
I'm going to go high hands, putting grip, and just work the toe. Maybe similar to what you were going to do. And it just sort of on the first bounce then.
Yeah.
You see that bit of check and then it just sort of feeds down.
Nice.
Yeah. But you're just really elevating it, and it's a cool shot. I used a 52 there. And it just sort of, see, it just spins on that first bounce.
Get in.
What are you using, 50?
Yeah,
yeah.
I've got 50. Yeah, so I'd say exactly the same, just kind of high, just rock.
Don't use too much wrist in this one. I feel like your hand's going really high, really arch that wrist.
Do you know what's funny? Envisioning everything so much easier, just doing it is so much harder now. That's the one.
That's the one. You see that first bounce, it like spins and it skips up. It's a really good shot. Well done.
Nice.
Good. Right, should we hit a bunker shot? How's your bunker play been?
I mean, I've not really played, but my bunker play is normally good.
Yeah.
I like bunkers.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm quite happy in the bunkers. Right, so we're going to have this. We're going to go for. We'll go for this flag here.
Yeah.
Quite sharply downhill.
Mhm.
So it's quite quick. Not that much green to work with.
Yeah.
What loft would you use here?
I just love a 58 in a bunker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty set on it. Unless I've got a 40-yard bunker shot, I don't really change it much. So I'm very much open up the club face quite a lot. I swing quite hard in the bunker. For me, I just pop it out, and for some reason I don't really think too much, and it works out okay.
Okay, all right. Let's have a look. Let's see what you've remembered after all these years.
So, yeah, I normally have that club face really open. Might shock a few. Quite a wide stance, a lot of weight over my left foot. Quite like to feel like my left knee's over the kind of like base of that foot. It doesn't really move around too much. And I like to swing on line. I don't really like to swing too left unless I really need to like slice it and get it soft. So I quite like to hear a slap when I return that club. I like to hear the slap.
Like you're laying the club down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The back of the club into the sand. So that's pretty much it, I'd say. Now I've talked the talk, I need to walk the walk.
Played it well. No, it's good. It's good.
Little
Face
left.
just turned over a little bit, didn't it?
Just pulled it left
But
a little
listen,
bit.
you'd take that, wouldn't you?
I'd say so.
So I'm going to play.
Top in range.
That's fine. I'm going to play. I've got a 60 because it's fairly short in the distance, and it's quickly downhill. So I'm going to play the same sort of way, nice and low hands. I really like to feel like I'm turning this way and putting it in that hole to see if we get some spin.
Nice.
It comes out soft, and it should just trickle down whole side.
Yeah, that's one to you.
There we go.
Can I have another go?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever liked building sandcastles when I was a kid, but I just love the bunker.
That was better. That was better. That was nicer.
Yeah.
The first one, you looked like you sort of went this way.
Yeah.
The second one, you've worked it more here,
Yeah.
which has kept the loft
Try
on
to
bounce
keep the
on
loft,
there.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Right, so we're going to have a decider. We're going to play the hardest shot in golf, the long bunker shot.
Okay.
We'll see if you
The
can
nemesis.
emulate Bryson's shot at the US Open, right?
Oh yeah, I like that.
So we're going to go here. So there's quite a bit of sand, and we're going to the back pin. So what's that, 25, 30 yards?
At least.
30, probably 35 actually,
Yeah.
yeah. So I have selected a 52 degree.
Okay.
I don't like using too much loft on a long bunker shot.
Okay.
So we're going to use the 52. I'm going to use a bit of release because what's tough about this shot is there's quite a lot of sand as well. So when you have a lot of sand and a long bunker shot, it is difficult.
Yeah.
So I need lots of release, a bit of chest speed through, but the biggest thing in my favour, I've gone to a lower lofted club. Most people struggle here, they go with 56 or 60s. It's a tough shot to play. So normal setup, release it a little bit more, and see if we can get it running out there to the pin.
Nice.
So that should be running out.
Oh yes.
Pretty close. Oh, you're under pressure now.
The door is
You are
only
under
slightly
pressure.
open. Great shot.
Right,
I mean,
what loft have you gone for?
I totally agree with everything you said there. And for some reason, I'm still going for a 58.
Okay.
I know it's not the right choice, but I'm just more comfortable with this club in my hand.
Yeah.
The only thing I would do differently, I just wouldn't stand as wide, because if I stand wide, I just feel like my kind of back shoulder can drop a bit.
Yeah, but you're playing a different shot to me.
So I'm slightly more...
I tried to play a bit of a chunk and run there.
Sure.
To run it out, but you're going to try and fly it there
I'm
and spin
leveling
it.
everything out. So
Yeah.
I'm going to stand slightly, with my feet slightly closer together. I'm going to level out my shoulders and just feel like I'm drawing it a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I'm
good.
expecting to get a bit more
Right, come on.
distance.
I reckon you've got about 2.5 feet there to get inside. Come on,
Watch.
let's see it.
Okay, here we go. Do it.
To be fair,
Do
you
it.
played a great shot. Come on.
Oh, it's
That's the
nowhere
danger.
near.
Too much spin.
Nowhere
But you played it
near.
well. You played it well, to be fair.
Do you know what?
And you did
I'm
have the draw. I see the ball move right to left.
I'm a guest on your channel. It would be rude to beat you, so only doing you favours.
All right, listen, that's absolutely brilliant. Great to reminisce and
Yeah,
get
good
you back
times.
down here at Woburn.
Thank you
But
so
yeah,
much.
good. And listen, your game's in good shape, okay? All the best.
Thank you, Dan.
All right,
Good
well
to
done.
see you.